Alright, chat. Hello, hello. It's time. Again. What's up, Osram? What's up, Bum Killer? Alright, guys, I've got to do some specific stuff today. It's time. Alright, so whoever wants to come on in, let me ping the Discord, as always. I don't know how long I'll be on today. Got up early, but we'll see. Okay. What's up, Ryan? What's your thoughts on low-level players joining to get carried? I mean, that's really not an issue with low-level players as much as that's an issue with just the game, the way the game is set up. The game is set up in a way where it just allows players to join who are lower level because there's no level gating. More of an issue. The pancake. Okay. I saw a really fucking dumb take in my last video. Somebody fucking said something like, hold on, let me read. This was I almost made a video on it. It was such a... It was such an elitist and brain-rotted take that it took me for a spin. I actually responded to it. Let me read it off. Where is it? Hold on, let me grab this first. It was both dumb and elitist, which puts it in like the perfect prime time of cringe. That's like, let's do it. Hits the cringe threshold for me. Yeah, hold on. Let's see this. It's not the dog on this guy. So this guy was cool about like, he was cool about people disagreeing with him. So it's not just a dog on him, but dude, this fucking take. I've seen people say shit like this elsewhere. Yeah, so this one said, where is it? Like, let's not talk up the good weapons too much, is a quote. We don't need the devs putting them on the level of the Death Watch Power Fist. Lock heroics behind all max level and prestige characters at 50 absolute missions each. That way you actually have to work for them. In turn, hopefully they can all act as heroics and not nerfed relics with a gimmick perk. Quite sick of meta and PvE. So this may be the dumbest take I've ever seen. First of all, I responded to this. I said, yeah, bro, that's just lock out Space Marine 2's endgame grind. There's a huge portion of player retention is already time-gated behind another 100 hours of gameplay before new players get to even try the cool weapons. That sounds like a great idea. Also, the idea of like, I'm quite sick of meta and PvE. This person has no idea what meta even means. All meta is, and there will always be a meta. These people are complaining about like, stop talking about meta. It will always exist because all meta means is most effective tactic available, and there's a meta to literally everything you do in your life ever, okay? Unless something is perfectly balanced, which is practically impossible because the more options we give players, the more impossible it becomes to actually give them a you know, a perfectly balanced gameplay experience, because some things are just better than others in games, you know, like unless you like meticulously sit there and like have like a perfect balance, which I don't think any game has ever properly pulled off. This might be the dumbest fucking take I've ever seen, but also the point of meta is just like, okay, what's good in the game for X tactic, right? And you're going to always have that in a game because people are going to gravitate towards what is good in a game naturally, especially when you're new because you want to complete content. But also, just because something is meta, just because a meta exists, does not mean that everything else is garbage. You could have something be 20% worse than a Deathwatch heavy bolt rifle and still be good. Like, is a Stalker bolt rifle Deathwatch the best heroic in the game? Fuck no. Is it decent enough to use? Absolutely. So if you want to use it, go for that. And that's the most important thing in the game. It's just like, do you have options to play with what you want? Are the options in the game viable for the content in the game? And the answer in Space Marine 2 is a big fat yes. So complaining about meta in a PvE game is just fucking stupid because it will always be there. But also, the idea that we should lock heroics behind max level and prestige characters, do you want people not playing the game? Do you even want people to play your game at that point? What do you think happens to a game where you lock all the good content behind like hundreds of hours? What do you think happens to that game? Let's see, what's another game like that? Destiny 2. Or how that game's doing. And then somebody responded a pretty reasonable take that said, you already have to work for them though, unless you're just grinding normal strats and easy hard strats or getting carried. Only high skill players who plays a lot of hours have all of them because they're the only ones that complete all the hard strats. That's true. Technically right now that's definitely true. This person says, brother, this will help alleviate low level casual players from thinking they can stay in hard siege / stratagems to get carried for blue Doritos. You know what a really simple solution to this? Then one person just said like, well, they could just lock low levels out of hard strategies and hard siege then instead of like level gating it behind a 100-hour grind. And I'm like, so I responded to that too, and I just said, okay guys, let's not be reasonable here, okay? What, a level lock in your video game? That's an insane take. This guy's got the strategy, dude. You gotta lock it all behind a 100-hour grind. That's how you do it. I hope this guy starts a company so it can stand among greats like GameStop. But it's always a fun time in the Space Marine 2 community. I don't even know how takes like this even exist. I genuinely don't. It doesn't make any sense. Just think about it for 2 seconds, okay? How do games get content? People play them. How do you get people to stop playing your game? Lock all your fun stuff behind 100 hours. So people were upset about cosmetics being hidden behind 50 absolute missions. How do you think they'd feel if like half of the like, so patch 14 was like over half just heroic weapons. Imagine if you're like a trash can player and you could just never play with them ever again. You're just like, oh, I don't ever get to use my heroic weapon. What a stupid fucking idea. Anyways. The greats like GameStop made my freaking day. Yeah, I guess GameStop ain't doing too hot. But... yeah, that was a fun one. Stuff like this, like the MTX, yeah, so you have a couple options in games. So MMOs monetize with MTX all the time because MMO players are like just the player psychology is fundamentally different in a lot of cases. What do you call it? Yeah, so you can MTX farm a player base for an MMO because they're just addicts, okay? Well, that's just the short and sweet of it. They are addicts. FTG, have you ever yelled or screamed in your streams or videos before in fear of dying? Yeah. Pretty sure that's when I screamed. Whoever wants to come on in, by the way, come on in. There's some stuff I actually need people for this time. Or to do the weekly shit. Why not? You know what they say, chat. Actually, I don't know what they say, but you know what they say. Ain't no time like the present. They do say, you know what they say. That is true. That is something people say. Alright, we have Osborne and Bum Killer. Welcome, welcome. The Bum Killer. Why are you killing bums, dude? What do bums ever do to you? As a self-proclaimed bum, like, surely we can do better. So this is the new weekly. There are a couple. I think the easiest build for this is actually using Death's Grasp, Power Fist for players. I think that'd probably do the most for them, but this is also a very good option. So Harvest of Vitae, dude, this is the modifier where where is it? Here, this modifier, Harvest of Vitae. I'm pretty sure it's a positive. Actually, where the fuck is it? Suboptimal state, that one's toxic as fuck, but more importantly, personal quarry, this one's actually very easy. In Harvest of Vitae, you have no contested health and executions restore a fixed amount of HP. This one just goes to show how shit this game would actually be if it had like Space Marine 1 mechanics. No one's seen that to me. Alright, there we go. Now it's working. Did I take the right gun? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I might just take designated target on this. Look who's here. Who could it possibly be, Sturm, other than me? Who? Okay, is that FTG in an FTG chat? GameStop about to be in the bin with Radio Shack and Circuit City. Did you see that GameStop just like absolutely plummeted the other day? Did anybody hear about that? That like that company is probably about to go under. I'm pretty sure, or they're gonna sell. Who the fuck's gonna buy GameStop anymore? So like, Sony just announced they're getting rid of discs entirely. So like, who the fuck's gonna buy that stuff anymore, right? Imagine you don't sell what people want, dude. Like, so what GameStop is gonna turn into is gonna be like a little like novelty shop where you can buy things for games, but you can't actually buy games anymore because all the games are sold digitally.
Its cyclonic arsenal and its proximity to several Tyranid war vessels. Combat Squad Phaedrus is already on board and is the tip of the spear. Additional squads are inbound to secure.
It's just the Spencer's gift shop of gaming.
And take control of the plasma cores.
The Wrath of Espandor will perform.
Well, guys, you can have this Mario bobblehead for when you play on your Switch you bought at Walmart, and not here. They're gonna sell consoles and they're gonna sell novelty items. But this is going to be the next weekly here with Harvest of Vitae, Personal Glory, and Suboptimal State. This one's really not too bad. You know, a lot of people don't like the Personal Glory one, but Personal Glory doesn't actually occur all that often in this game, not as much as you would think. So as long as you build for armor in this for your team with stuff like Focus Restoration, Battlefield Repairs, your guys will be fine, because armor will damage cap against enemy attacks, and also on classes like Tech Marine, you can stack so much range damage reduction that... cares, right? They're unbalanced, guys. When I say the weeklies are hard. Not when you have a Auspex plus Tech Marine, or you know, mostly that Auspex, but
Multiple contacts swarming our locus. What is your status, Talassa?
Blazing a trail through Xenos, Phaedrus.
Good. We have drawn their focus.
I know I still think this is probably the best map they've added to the game post-launch.
Disrupted Phaedrus.
This for purgation.
Replenishing ordnance.
FTG is bulwark necessary for the next weekly? No. Definitely not. It's good though. Definitely one of the two options. I'd say Tech Marine and Bulwark do very well. Mainly because they're just stack armor regen. Bulwark's probably a little bit better than Tech Marine for this, just because he can give armor to your entire team with focus restoration and his banner. But so can the Tech Marine with Balcony repairs.
Encountering heavy Tyranid resistance.
Ship will hold until
Battle van
evacuated.
updated, Heraton.
Armor does not damage cap against ranged attacks though. I mean, but the thing is, you can stack range damage reduction, and range damage reduction will affect your armor, not just your HP. So you can actually make your armor a bit tankier, and the main things that are going to damage nuke here. Range attacks are usually easier to avoid directly, but there's not like a lot of damage nuking on the range unless you sit there like in a Rage of Arrow volley. Melee attacks, you just straight up one-shot you with suboptimal state. Times. Right, Tech Marine's surprisingly tanky with his armor. It's just like when the armor's gone, so are you.
Combat squad Heraton reporting in. The bridge is lost, as are my squad brothers.
Or I should say, when I say the range damage doesn't burst you as much, that's mainly when I'm talking about Tyranids. Tyranids have like the enraged enemies, obviously, that you have to be careful for. But as long as you don't sit in like an enraged hour, you'll be okay. Most of the time, range kills you by chip, or it breaks your armor and you get meleeed or something.
Talassa, commune with the main console in front of you to bypass the security protocols.
We are approaching the main console now.
Yeah.
Servo gun is
I love the
fully
shoulder
aligned.
charge. Yeah, shoulder bash is very good.
The correct markings.
Alright, where are the holy symbols?
That was a match.
Tech Marine Siege is goated. Tech Marine is goated in general. This class is very strong.
Restoring sentry to battle ready status.
Class has a lot of utility in all the modes in the game.
Does your aiming system need recalibration? Xenos organism confirming match.
Okay. Here's the fastest way to get the blue Doritos. I'll have a whole video on that, but also, I mean, it's just the weeklies.
Show us the fastest route to the plasma reactors. The lift platform is in transit.
I mean, the thing about Doritos is they're time gated. So,
Rally at the lift platform.
the fastest way to get them is to do as many weeklies as
We
possible.
have confirmation that
On the,
combat squad
siege mode.
Phaedrus is lost. I need a
That's the most
mission
time efficient
status
way to do it.
update
Siege
from
mode,
all remaining
PvP.
combat squads.
You get like up to
Combat
500
squad
plus or something
Heraton
like that.
ahead. Redirecting along newly advised path. Combat squad Octavio reporting in. Cyclonic armament secured for now. Talassa, you are nearing the reactor cooling hall. Report on its condition when you arrive.
Heavy Xenos infestation present.
All squads, we have updated our battle stratagems. Heraton, reinforce Octavio and protect the cyclonic armaments. Talassa, your new orders are to destabilize the reactor. cause a temperature spike, and the Tyranids may redirect their assault to you, buying Heraton and Octavio some time to prime the armaments. When you reach the reactor's cooling console, disable the emergency blast shields.
There we go.
Emergency blast shields retracting. Warning. Coolant rods exposed. Talassa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array. Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods.
Practical. Open fire on exposed plasma rods.
For that.
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms.
I always forget how easy this mission is with teammates because you can kind of just run through it.
Blaze of armor to target.
Doing this portion by yourself can kind of suck, but when you got people to help you out blow up these generators, it's pretty easy. I say it, I don't help anybody blow up these generators, but I'm about to.
These are our targets.
I'm curious to see what heroic weapons are going to add in patch 15. Hi, my name is Dark Angel Bob. Your name is indeed Dark Angel Bob.
Temperature fluctuation.
Hello.
Plasma cooling efficacy severely reduced. Excellent, Talassa. You will need to repeat the same process at the second array. Access granted in the bridge console.
Also, one other thing about the Tech Marine is that because your servo guns are free, your guns for animations are free, it's actually really easy to maintain your armor. Even against some other guns here. Even without your fencing. Power Sword is also quite strong for that, because power style attacks will always set up gunstrike animations. My teammates just going crazy here, blowing this shit up. But hold on, I can help. Final one over here.
The final run is destroyed. Temperature
I
at
help.
critical level. Plasma reactor shutting down to prevent catastrophic detonation. Talassa, do not let the reactors cool down. This cruiser will soon perform its final task. Proceed to the decks below and force the plasma reactors to overheat.
Moving to
Is that not
objective below
satisfying?
current location.
You think the Great Sword is now scrapped with the one-handed Thunderhammer? Guys, what would possibly make you think that they just scrap an entire idea? They just said that they prioritized the one-handed Thunderhammer first. Doesn't mean you aren't gonna get a Great Sword, guys. They're always so, like, so extreme.
Talassa, have you
They
received
mentioned one
word
thing
from our
one time,
Prime
and people are
Combat
like,
Squad
and now
Heraton?
it's over.
His approach
We're
meant
never
to
gonna
shove
hear
taking
about it
it through
ever
the
again.
technical underbelly.
An Ultramarine has been through this sector, but we have heard nothing from Heraton.
Understood. Be advised. We remain under heavy Tyranid assault.
Expectation. Tyranids will withdraw from your locus, allowing you time to extract.
This is ill-advised, Talassa. If you do not rig the reactor to detonate,
You have a favorite
the
Legion or
cyclonic
chapter? I
warhead
sure
will be
do, Knight.
wasted.
I am a fan of Blood Angels. Before you ask me why, first of all, red arm. I like red. I think red's a cool color. But also, I'm a fan of Sanguinius. I don't actually like Sanguinary Guard that much, though. I think the gold is a bit excessive. Oh, we're accepted at tier 1. I wish they'd add 3 more operations to year 3. I love multiple new maps. I think they said, well, there's guaranteed going to be at least 2. I'm pretty sure we're getting a new boss next patch. An operation ending. You don't actually do bioboards if you just explode them. This enhancement is so good. Precision servo is so, honestly, precision servo is so strong now after Burn got nerfed. It's strong in multiple ways. Burn got nerfed, so plasma burn is just inherently like worse in a team comp attack than it used to be. And also, siege mode got changed, where damage reduction now applies to the burn damage. I also find the plasma one has to get caught on shit all the time. Like you'll execute one Majoris and it'll shoot like 4 plasma shots into their little bone arm. It can be technically higher damage, but if you get like every single shot off into a perfect board. I don't think this class struggles to work through anyways.
Primary objective ahead. My Sarlite armor. It longs for
Right, here we go. Look at that.
joint matters.
Pretty easy weekly when you just obliterate everything in your path, right? Let's see what we got.
That
Oh
reactor
boy.
must be destroyed. Honor our brothers. Honor our chapter.
Push them to one-shot territory. Okay. These little Hormigons will actually fuck you up here because you can't get back your HP roll. This is also why I would suggest getting Rejuvenating Effect on your Bulwark. You can get it up your guys very easily. And with suboptimal state, you're in a little bit of a problem of spontaneous combustion.
Avenge every fallen Astartes.
What I mean, dude. If your armor breaks, you're fucked. Wasn't that part restore? Why not? That was the hard part over. The Hormigons at the end here are actually the worst part, I'm not even kidding. They are generally going to kill most players, I imagine. Fight fencing's so strong here too.
Remain functional. I am closing the gap.
I think I'm just going to bring them down both together. I can.
Strike ready to the roll.
Right, switch them up.
Effective battlefield repairs.
It's actually surprisingly tanky on this one. Endless armor regen. There you go. Am I using the Melta Bomb? I mean, just like, what are we gonna do? Just do like maybe 5% of its HP on a detonation? That's all we needed that game. Melta Bombs don't do a lot to bosses, anyways. Boss damage isn't really the issue there. Alright, there we go. Now, I did this with a Shield Bash Bulwark build before. That one's definitely strong, but having the fencing options for armor regen is definitely nice. Because I'll tell you, the tricky part will always be those Hormagaunts at the very end. Because with Harvest of Vitae, you don't get HP except off of executes, and Hormagaunts really give you that. So how come no Salamander Sword in Deck Marine? I mean, it is on Deck Marine.
Get us away.
Race for turbulence. If not for your valor, Talassa, this operation would have ended.
I mean, Argent Edge is a better weapon than the Salamander Power Sword in Tech Marine. Salamander Power Sword's really good, but Argent Edge is also, you know, the Argent Edge. Argent Edge is probably the best melee weapon in the entire game, at least for defense. There's some block ones that are better, but Argent Edge is pretty broken. Who do you think is the most difficult Terminus? Probably the Vortex Beast. In terms of like endgame bosses, that one's probably the most obnoxious moveset. In terms of random mission spawns, probably the Sorcerer. It's pretty disruptive. I'll say, so the Salamander Power Sword, that's definitely a top tier weapon on the Attack Marine. However, the Argent Edge is genuinely fucking cracked. So this thing also has perfect synergy with this class, because what this class wants is like max gun strikes, because your servo guns just give you free animations all the time, and you also have a bunch of perk effects and interactions that are very strong off those gun strikes, so you can stagger enemies constantly. And also, if you take Argent Edge, you can skip over Methodical Destruction, you can skip over Arc Fleet. Well, I mean, you can take this if you want, but you don't need the charged melee attack damage at all. Omniscient Axe pretty much always wants this. So that opens you up to take options like Omniscient Axe Deflection instead. You can also skip over things in your Prestige perk tree like Furious Gunstrike. You don't really need things like Counteroffensive Protocol. So basically what you're doing by taking an Argent Edge on the Attack Marine is you're just saying, oh, I don't need a single melee perk, and my weapon's already cracked. So you have the full opportunity to build purely into your servo gun, Tarantula Sentry guns, equipment, or other options like armor regen or just range damage on stuff like long range barrage. So that's one of the reasons. That's why the Argent Edge is so cracked. Fucking nuts. Alright guys, thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is Power Sword Bulwark. You guys like the Power Sword Bulwark? You guys like my how do you guys like my Dark Kraken Heavy? We took some creative liberties, okay? What do you think? I actually think this helmet looks really good in like all the builds. What are next? Let's see. He's cracked. Thank you, thank you. We'll take this, why not? I think this is actually just the strongest block power sword build. There's some ways to actually make this even more cracked. Guys, I think the new heroic bolt pistol post buff is actually kind of nuts. I think this might be the best vulture secondary in the entire game. This thing is really ammo efficient. And to put this in perspective, when you trigger Elite Hunter on this, the damage on this weapon is very high. So like you are putting out a lot of DPS with Elite Hunter here for a 50% headshot damage buff. And the ammo economy on this thing is incredibly good. And on top of the fact the gun strike damage here is top tier. It is equivalent to a firepower bolt pistol, which is nuts. And this thing is way less ammo efficient than this one. So, also it looks radical. So there's that. That's the most important bit, really. It looks fucking radical, guys. We're gonna take this will be a block power sword, but it'll look like the Burning Blade. Oh, they did buff it recently. Yeah, well, I'm saying after the buff, it's good. It's rad. God, why am I so fucking lame? I just say radical, dude. It's radical, guys. That's just radical. Okay. What do we got here? We'll just take this to a little bit of it. Fur looks pretty cool on this one. List of heroics you need to acquire grows. I think the most important heroic in this entire game to get is the Argent Edge, and then after that, probably the heroic heavy bullet rifle. If you have that, you have like a best in slot weapon for like half the classes in the game. So Argent Edge is like, okay, if you buy Argent Edge, now you have a top tier weapon for sniper, you have a top tier weapon for tactical, you have a top tier weapon for even Vanguard, honestly. Which is probably funny because it's probably the weakest on him. You also have a top tier weapon for Tech Marine. If you buy the heroic heavy bullet rifle, you have the best weapon for tactical and the best weapon for the Tech Marine as well, and like a kind of shitty okay weapon for the heavy. Hey, you can level up off of it. One more thing, guys. By the way, so some of you may have noticed that the Combi Melta is not getting back ammo from ammo caches anymore. And you're probably like, what? That sounds bullshit. I forgot to change my perk here. Actually, I don't give a shit. Well, like, what the fuck do you mean it's not getting the thing? Well, there's a bit of tragedy going on, chat. A bit of tragedy, okay? And the issue really lies in the fact that they said they don't care about the they don't care about you not getting ammo back from ammo caches in all proportions anymore. That was an intentional change. It's not a bug. They said it's not a bug. You are no longer able to get Melta ammo off of ammo caches because the Combi Melta was really just it was just laying out the enemies too hard, I guess. Like the Combi Melta was just too strong. They looked at the Combi Melta and like, we gotta stop this thing. It's too powerful. Meanwhile, the Bulwark Shield Bash. So if you look at like how held back the Bulwark is, and we're like, wow, we gotta nerf the combi melt to bring it back to his level. That was like one of the only good things about the combi melt too. I'm pretty sure they also nerfed Emperor's Vengeance. I haven't tested that though, but I know for a fact that they said that the ammo cache is not supposed to give you back ammo for anything. That's the nice thing about the block sword is like the power sword can take concussive force as well. It's not as strong of a weapon for a shield mash build as the combi fist. Thank you for the build guide for the God Emperor. Thank you, High Marshal Helbrecht. Thank you for the super chat. The High Marshal in my chat. But I'm assuming it's High Marshal Helbrecht. I actually can't read the rest of the username. Why did I save the execute there? So I want to re-trigger the Elite Hunter perk here for that bonus headshot damage. That was part of what's making this weapon so strong right now. Need a lot of ammo. It's code just like grenade launcher ammo? Yeah, pretty much. So they nerfed it to the point that like now the combi melt up, higher blaster, combi flamer thing, also the grenade launcher probably. I think Emperor's Vengeance doesn't work with any of them anymore. Pretty lame. I know the ammo caches definitely don't. I don't think that was a necessary change at all. Saber doesn't nerf stuff very often, but when they do, it's usually like a head scratcher. What's your fastest personal record in Inferno? I have no idea. No clue. Honestly, the power sword is like super underrated in this game. But this is a weapon I wanted to love, but now I just love. But now it's actually just good. And this thing is truly, I mean, who knows, maybe in patch 15 it'll get buffed again. They've been like progressively buffing this weapon for ages now.
Ready to deploy.
I didn't see any buffs though in the patch notes for patch 15. Maybe they'll do it in like a hotfix. Oh, there are. Or 4K, I mean. If you use mods, what are they, or do they have them listed somewhere? I haven't used any mods in this game right now. The only mod I ever used is like testing menu. I still think that's a much better testing arena than the one we have in game. The battle simulator is good, but the testing menu mod is like much more good.
We have trampled the shittering pipes. Annihilate that girl. For the Emperor! Skitter to the grave,
Slap shield bash into anything, and guess what? Gonna win.
our glorious son strengthens our retreat. Fresh magazine. The tyranny victors.
Defensive mastery is just so good.
The soil no longer trembles at the rapid's presence. Inserting round. Good work, brothers. The chapter master will be pleased.
The optimal movement's right. I don't actually know that. I'm pretty sure it's like ever so slightly faster than running normally, but it looks cooler.
This tide of Xenos is ending. Rally to me from approaching the Astra Militarum camp. It is deadly quiet.
I'm just addicted to everything Power Sword and Space Marine at this point. Probably my single favorite weapon in the entire game now. I can't think of one I like more. Definitely not the Power Fist. Power Fist is a strong weapon. Pretty boring though. I don't actually find myself playing that one that often because as good as it is.
Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their
Doesn't like really
warheads.
tickle my brain,
Source
you
one
know.
from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
It's the Salamander one. This is a block one. I'm just using the skin because the Salamander skin looks cool.
A fruitless search.
I think the block and Salamander sword, I think they are the best power swords in the game. I think they are better than Xenophase. Xenophase is good though. Xenophase has a lot of utility.
We will not be faced with additional numbers. We crush the ravenous brood. Stop that target from riding fresh warriors. Most of the equipment is in shadow. Try searching for it. Not what we are looking for. This looks promising. We have located the codes, Command.
Proceed to the Promethium refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Mandatory neuro throw when you play Bulwark. Yeah, pretty much. The game likes to choose whatever's going to be difficult for your class if you're by yourself. So I usually find more ranged enemies when I play a melee class. And vice versa, but melee enemies in Space Marine 2 are generally easier to deal with. Mostly because ranged enemies are just annoying. I mean, they really have a lot of counterplay to them other than shoot back or dodge when they do their little melee on you.
All this unprocessed promethium shall make a light that will be seen from the start.
This is the benefit of the block power sword. This shit. Power roll on the block power sword is devastating. Like, Salamander power sword is not doing that shit. And the thing about the block charges, they give you the stagger on the second, on like the first power roll hit, which means that initial spin, you'll stagger them into the full combo chain. And usually just one shot them as a result. People do it like this, see?
Tyranids dispatched and dismantled.
Damn, block power sword is pretty good. Yeah, it's good for like the opposite reasons the Salamander one. So the Salamander is really good for single target on those speed styles because you'll get a parry and you can fit like your little light attacks in between combo chains. This one's just a powerhouse and like power roll clear. So you have a bunch of sword warriors like you just saw, or whip guys, you can just take out like 4 or 5 of them in a single power roll. Lore-wise, are chain axes mainly trader weapons in modern 40k? Yes. That's where I see them most of the time. There are a lot of weapons in 40k, they're just not used that much though.
This run tight. Searching round. Back, ready to deploy. Execute that one. Let the stomach aid. That silenced the Tyranid fire chitter.
Jackal, look at the tier 1 for 5 months. What is up, FG? What's up, Jackal? Yeah, we're just trying out the block power sword again. Yeah, they buffed this thing back up in patch 13. They upped the speed of it. That definitely helped this weapon's powerful. And we're also just slapping on the new Salamander pit. Because, how can we not? The Salamander sword just looks so good. You see it everywhere with 6 stacks. Yeah, we're using the block one right now. This is just the skin on it. But yeah, the Salamander sword, I think it's a great weapon. I think they really outdid themselves with the drip on both heroic ones for the power sword. Like the Xenophase is probably the coolest looking heroic in the weapon. In the game. Heroic weapon in the game, in my opinion. Besides this one.
Looks like preparations were close before the ground was wiped out.
Use the cores to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the grid medium well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
Really kind of get the prime. Yeah. I'm curious what heroic weapons we'll get in year 3. For the rest of year 3.
Watch for spore mines!
Oh my god. You know what parry phase I just had there? Thank you. 3 in a row I had, or 2. What would you like for a new weapon? I mean, I still want a greatsword. I want more two-handed weapons. I think the two-handed weapons are some of the most interesting. A one-handed hammer, you know, one-handed hammer's cool, but actually, I don't know. I mean, both the one-handed hammer and the power axe are cool. It's just
Observed. The generators have in the machine god's name.
I want a gigantic fucking chainsaw. Is that too much to ask? Dumb bug, they've been at 1,000 bits. Very much. The timing for Whip Warriors is what did it. I don't think the timing for Whip Warriors is actually that bad. I think it's more so that Whip Warriors just don't let you parry them sometimes. They have a 4 combo chain where half the parry is phased.
Theoretical sabotage at generator 2. Secure immediately.
Lightning Claws? I would love Lightning Claws. I'm black belt on this. I don't think we're ever getting Lightning Claws until Space Marine 3. I think they're saving that for, like, the next game. I think they're saving that and a Librarian for the next game. I think the next class will be Chaplain for just this year. Judiciary. I think Apothecary will probably come in year 4. And yes, year 4 will happen, mark my words. I guarantee you when year 3 is winding down, we're gonna see a bunch of people say the same shit they said this year, where it's like, game is dead, game is dying, and then it's like, oh, year 4 is coming. Oh. Well, I guess this is Saber's most successful game ever. All I'm saying is, if World War Z was granted by Saber Interactive an entire DLC with a new class and like all new weapon mechanics, when that game's player base, no offense to World War Z fans, was fucking pathetic compared to this one. This game's getting supported all the way up to Space Marine 3. It's delusional to say it's not. How long do you think we have left until Space Marine 3? How long? Oh, in Space Marine 2. I mean, Space Marine 2 is going to get content drops until Space Marine 3 comes out. That's just the nature of this game. This is Saber Interactive's most successful game ever. And Saber Interactive is a 25-year-old company. This game was so successful for them, it basically gave them a massive cash influx. that they can do whatever they want with, and they're using that to presumably self-publish, which is why they hired Steve Allison. I mean, this happens to companies sometimes where they'll just get a massive, like, you know, windfall of money, and then they either waste all of that money on stupid shit, or they expand. And it looks like Saber's trying to expand. And their attempts, based on what's happening,
Fresh cartridge.
it seems they're trying to break away from focus.
The fewer psychers these xenos have, the better.
Because recently, semi-recently, back in like the Q2 earnings reports for Pull Up Entertainment, which is the parent company that owns like Focus and all that, they said they had a good earnings. They had they told investors what they wanted to hear, but their stock still dropped. It's like, oh, why is Pull Up Entertainment stock still dropping even though the earnings report was good? Well, it's probably because the guys at the really deep pockets, because this is true for like every company ever, it's like you have like the ultra whales for these companies with the mega deep pockets, like, you know, the abyssal pockets really, and they probably see the writing on the wall that like Pull Up Entertainment's probably fucked, because this is their #1 moneymaker pretty much right now, because their new releases are like non-existent. And I think the guys with the deep pocket shareholders in that company, they see the writing on the wall that like Pull Up Entertainment's fucked. And Saber's gonna self-publish, and when Saber self-publishes, what the fuck does Focus have anymore? Nothing. I'm sorry, they have Plague Tale Resonance. And I think they were trying to take too much of the pie from Saber, and Saber was like, we're just gonna self-publish Space Marine 3, not deal with your bullshit. We'll see though. What does self-publish mean? Like leave? Okay, so in a lot of cases you'll have like the game developer, for example. You know, Saber is the developer of Space Marine 2. They made the game. They're the development team, and they balance the game. They can balance the decisions. Focus Entertainment, they are the publishing company. They handle marketing. They handle like community updates. Like if you notice that all the community updates for Space Marine 2, they come out. They always come out with community updates because they're the publishing company. It's their job. You know, they deal with the community, they deal with the sales, marketing, all that stuff. And then Saber's left to deal with the game. However, usually publishing companies take a cut, of their profits. And I imagine that for Space Marine 2, that cut was a little too high for Saber, especially after how successful this game was, because the Saber originally was published for Focus here. They didn't know Space Marine 2 was going to be one of the biggest games, the literal biggest game they ever made. But they now know that Space Marine 3 is probably going to be the biggest game they ever make. Which means they probably want the pie all for themselves. Or as much of it as they possibly can, which in this case means they're going to take that massive fat cash pile they has got and hire somebody with market connections like Steve Allison. Because for as much hate as Steve Allison gets for the Epic Games Store, he is a very connected man in the industry, and he is exactly the guy you'd want to help you self-publish your game in the future if you don't want to use a company like Focus Entertainment. That's 2 neuro first, so everything's with that.
Give us the weight. Soil no longer at the rapidest presence. Neuro, purge it from existence. Throwing standard. No foe will touch you. It was just.
That team order is so good.
You failed at ultra. Failed. Fresh touches.
Where's my plant this flag?
Xenos horde. A victory for the Imperium. This galaxy is the door.
Been out here spitting out bramble the entire time. No more. Does your dad sit on the golden chair by any chance?
Take heart. The flame.
Just wondering, is my dad the God Emperor, dude? Call me a Primarch. Dude, I'm a pretty. If I'm a Primarch, I'm Ferris Manus, dude. They lower me down into my dreadnought sarcophagus every morning. I don't actually sleep. I just have like a mobile platform that just slowly puts me down.
Come on.
It's very embarrassing. It looks quite pathetic, honestly.
We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
Enemies have split from the main force.
I took a nap at 9 p.m., woke up at 1 a.m. Sleep is cooked. Hey man, you made it to the next day. That's all that matters, right? Technically, you slept yesterday. You woke up today. You seen a Gears E-Day? I have not. I haven't had time to. I know it may come as a shock, but I haven't really played anything that's Space Marine 2 Darktide for like 2 years. As much as I would like to play other games, I don't think that's in the cards for a full FTG anymore. I'll be 80 years old thinking about this game.
We have been outmaneuvered.
That's why I use a block power sword. I forget how good this thing actually is. You gotta be in a care home, dude. I'll be in a care home and I'll be like, you know, back in my day, I used to fight Hormigons endlessly on Inferno all times a day. Whatever you say, Grandpa.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Ready for another tyrannic force.
You know, kid, they used to call me the first short yardsman. For the prize in the bag. This Chick-fil-A ain't gonna fill itself. It's just, you think FTG can get higher as Chick-fil-A, dude? They only let me on McDonald's. The lowest quality fast food joint only.
The swarm is almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
For the Imperium of Man! Searching round. Skittles with weight.
Why do you flick your camera when you have multiple attacks like that? Autism? A mental tick? I don't know. But what I mean, it's actually all calculated. Oh, for some reason I thought that was like a neurothreat beam. It's much slower, I don't know
You
why.
are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Understood. Readying the charge.
It's an ancient secret, dude. Did I say that's because of a brain defect? I meant it's all... You understand why after hour 3000. That's the unlock point.
The swarm was unleashed.
Tyranid biosites down 90%.
The esoteric knowledge. Yeah.
Swarm annihilation
Now we're just...
confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and
Love the guides. I've got 30 hours in the game. When do hard strats start to feel possible? When you start to believe they're possible. When you start to trust in yourself. You hit play game. That's when. To be 80 years old playing Space Marine 10? Yeah, guys. I mean, after the 50,000th heroic weapon, I didn't really feel the same. Just listen to Stan Bush's dare on Reefy. I believe and get curve stomped. That's because you just can't see the Matrix yet. Neo tried an entire movie. Don't forget. Anything's possible when you put faith in Gork and Mork. I feel like... this guy might be an orc. I don't know if it's gonna be that thought process, but like something about what he just said to me. I'm very orc-like. I was gonna say I'm not judging, but I am. I am judging you. And don't judge me, so I'm playing Tyranids again on Termination.
Tyranids have already established their capillary towers. They mean to harvest this planet's
Orcs are better than
biomass.
Monkey.
They will take Kadaku, but we will make them pay for
Okay,
it.
this guy's
Those
definitely an orc.
towers, they're
That's a
biotech.
purely orc take.
Find a way to bring them both down. Trap them in their own filth.
Rage bait at that level only works on oh shit, we wasted our first shot.
Acadian
Fuck.
platoon has taken up
The
position
screen
in
wasn't even
abandoned
loaded in.
fortress. Their weapons will lead the counterattack. The Acadian commander can brief you on the fortress's current status.
A suitable position to launch an assault. The KEYBINDS lack the weapons to pierce the hide of a Hierophant.
I know an orc. He's a fun guy.
Are strong enough to bring
Yeah, he's a kind of. I'm sure he's like the same. I had a friend that was very
Even on
orc
your
like.
end, we do not have the forces to penetrate the main gate.
Super fun guy to hang out with. Also like a dangerous person to hang out with.
This path will lead you into the jungle and towards the fortress. May the Emperor grant you success.
A rowdy drunk, dude. That's a dangerous human.
The KEYBINDS said this was our way forward. Captain Akaran, if we gain access to the fortress's cannons, we should be able to defeat the Hierophant.
The front gate is inaccessible, so you must enter from below. Fortress schematics show a waste reclamation center. Travel beneath the Tyranid and up into the fortress. Waste reclamation. As soon as it is then.
I find scout spotted. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination. Active camouflage charged.
Rogue Bolt Sniper is fun. Even if there are, you know,
I am a phantom of
slightly more cracked builds on this class now.
Inserting fresh magazine. Stealth ready.
Sometimes you shoot him from the back of the head. It's a
No
little
hybrid tactics.
cautious.
Tossing frag grenade. Readying next volley.
A horde, just for me.
Emilio line engaged. Precisely what we needed. Rearming. Emilio line cloak ready. Their numbers are no match for our trading. Stealth ready. I am a phantom of death.
He's got landed on. Well, I think I put this ammo box over here because apparently I can't. I have a guy that's staying completely still. Thank God I have my amazing crush mechanic of cloak and true solo, right? As you all know, Sniper's basically impossible without that.
Emilio line engaged. We live. Xenos dark stealth ready.
Boom. That was a potentially very inefficient shot, by the way. I don't know if that's a proper use of the munitions of the Imperium. Think about how many servitors it took to make that single round.
No wrong way to kill a carnifex. Emilio line cloak activated. Tyranid high beast sighted. Emilio line ready. Rearming. Stealth ready. Seemed I stalk my target.
Oh my god, great name.
Tyranids have no hybrid tactics. Active camouflage charged. They shall not see. Stealth ready. Emilio line engaged. Now changing magazine. Emilio line close ready. Active camouflage charged. The galaxy is a better place with every one less
Ow.
Ravener. They shall not see. Stealth ready.
Clever doesn't have access to the Black Cave. No, he's not. Cool if he did. I mean, he just got antennas instead. How lame is that? I think of all the classes that get a cave expansion, it would have been this one. Alas. I've been working on maxing heavy these days. Multi-melta sounds so good and pleasing, especially the fire rate. Fire cannon doesn't sound equally pleasing, but the damage is so good once maxed. And fire cannon's good. Not great. Just good. It's mostly because it doesn't fit it doesn't have as much of a synergy with the heavy class.
Synaptic servant slaughtered.
What do you rate as the most fun class in the game? That's a good question. What is the most fun? Probably Tech Marine, Assault, and Bulwark.
Objective on the other
Maybe
side.
TAC too.
Take all you can carry.
Bulwark has a lot of cool stuff. Any class with like a fun animation cancel.
Expunge the obstacles.
But Tech Marine just has so much going on compared to the other classes in the game. The servo gun adds a lot to his playstyle.
Reloading. I am a phantom of death.
Sniper is fun.
Cameleo line cloak
He just has like
ready.
one playstyle on his knife. He has one melee weapon, so like
Cameleo line cloak activated. Active camouflage charged. Remain on guard. Stormtroop approaching. Their numbers are no match for our fight. Cameleo line engaged. Stealth ready.
blocking.
Hostile backup on the way. We have isolated our foe from its allies. Rearming.
FUG, which relic heavy plasma variant for you is the best? Probably rate of fire.
Munitions here.
I'm not taking rate of fire, I'm probably just taking like a heroic one anyways. But the only problem with the heavy plasma is it runs out of ammo in like 2 seconds. But it does its goddamn job, which is
Readying next volley.
pew pew.
They shall not see. Deploy crack grenade. Cameleo line cloak ready. Fester and rot. Xeno scum on scope. Changing magazine.
Okay, you can nade spam with sniper, it's one of the best.
The reclamation center
So you don't even care. That's aura. Don't even look at the explosions like Mr. Torque.
Capability towers. We are in Kadafi's final hours.
Reloading. Only one way in. At your point. We should not linger. Alien bioform Mars. A Xenos stealth. More hostiles arriving. Adjust as needed. The Lictor stood no chance.
Those collateral then.
Tyranids have no mind for tactics. Active camouflage charged. high beast sighted.
I'll say a tip, if you want to have like an easier time shooting things like lictors, enemies in this game, when you parry them and gunstrike them, or you just parry them, they'll always use the same animation pretty much. So that's an easy way. If you're playing in a team with this weapon, and enemies don't stand still in the cloak, all you really have to do is just, like, that's how I would play it, is you just sit there and parry the enemy. They'll be stuck in the animation, doesn't matter if you have teammates or not. It'll be exactly the same, and then all you have to do is just shoot them after. So like, that's what we did for that lictor there. There's another one. Like this.
The machinery here lies dormant.
We need to reactivate the entire system. Find and activate consoles.
Mr. Torsi did the next Space Marine 3 class. Shame about Borderlands 4. Yeah. What happened to Borderlands 4? They stopped supporting it? I don't even know. I know Mr. E made videos on it, and then he stopped. But I'm pretty sure Dark Tide's a bigger game than Borderlands 4 is right now.
Camouflage charged. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination. I am a phantom of death.
The easiest way to get rid of the horn we got, so I guess. Yeah. It's that bad post-launch content. Randy Pitchford. Tell me a Borderlands game once again. Oh, so well, you want the FTG take on Borderlands? All Borderlands needs to do to have peak endgame content is just make raids. That's all you have to do. What was the most entertaining content all of Borderlands 3? Let's think about that for a second, right? Well, what would you guys say? Molly-Won Takedown, right? That was a COVID peak. That's what I was playing during COVID. Molly-Won Takedown. What did they not make again? Molly-Won Takedown for sure. Yep. See. So, you know. We all know what the most fun thing is. It's like, why don't we just put a raid in the game, just give a mini-boss, and then put a big boss at the end with cool loot. Just do that 10 times. You don't need to give me some stupid-ass Lovecraftian love story, okay? Nobody gives a fuck, dude. Nobody gives a fuck. Well, you know people give a fuck about in these games? They want their fucking loot, dude. They want their kill guy loot simulator, alright?
Unseen, I stalk my target. It dug its own grave. The Emilio line closed ready. Perhaps they seek to choke. No enemy reinforcements will interrupt us now. Their numbers are no match for our trade. We cannot enter the fortress until the entire system is activated.
If I remember correctly, that's when Moxie even started YouTube. Maybe didn't start YouTube. That's when he really started popping off, was during Borderlands, during COVID on Borderlands 3. Because he was like the only person talking about the tier list for the weapons at the time. And the tier list for the weapons were a lot more entertaining than the actual content in the game at that point. So, there you go. I think Borderlands 3 is one of those games where like I was playing it and grinding my characters in the hopes of fun, not actually having fun, just like the idea of fun was keeping me playing.
Captain Akaran, we are entering the
So some people live their life in general, you know.
Head up to the cannons and remind the Xenos of whom they dare to attack.
Not that even really changed his build variety either. That sucks. They had one job. They literally had one job. All they had to do.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
I'm running a carbine, a sniper build for absolutely. You think the bolt is better? The bolt sniper? No, bolt carbine is not better than the bolt sniper. I've been bolt carbine build. That's an S tier weapon. There's nothing it struggles against. It just has top tier contested health recovery, top tier
Chameleoline cloak activated.
top tier damage. And all the classes it's on don't give a shit about not having long range.
Ready. Fester and
Who cares about long range? You can barrel stuff the guy. I also find like most of the maps in Space Marine 2, they don't put you in that far range from enemies usually. There's some areas that do, but it's not like ultra clumps, but it's clumps enough.
stealth ready.
Oh, that should be.
Inserting fresh magazine.
This is gonna be a neurothrope,
A tide of alien burning.
so I don't have to try.
We have elixir. Pernicious one at that. Chameleoline engaged. Sight Chameleoline ready. Card it, put it down. Comes a charge party. Lictor could not vanish from my sights. Active camouflage charged. Unseen, I stalk my target. Their numbers are no match for our troops. Rearming.
But I always take Shadow Stab because like the game usually presents you an opportunity to do this.
Stealth ready. Chameleoline engaged. Delta bomb prepped and ready. Tyrannies have no migrant.
They're just spamming me, dude. Current effects uses charge. Current effects uses charge. It's not very effective. What does a sniper with purification care? I shot him in the ass. Was there gonna point to that? Not really.
Chameleoline cloak ready. This lift is our way to the cannons.
I have to imagine the hive mind's just on a Game Boy Advance. And it's just sitting there spamming attacks.
Magazine. Titanous monstrosity melted. Take all you can carry.
He lost a pixel of health, dude. Yeah, this is purification's OP. In my washed up old age, dude, we need all the help we can get. Hive mind is seething right now. He's like, dude, I was gonna master ball that fucking. I was just like 2 seconds from timer balling that fucking Astartes. I sat in the back of my parents' car when I was like 8 years old for probably like what was it, like for an entire vacation trip, like a 9-hour drive. I remember I sat there for probably hundreds of turns trying to catch some stupid fucking Pokemon with my timer ball. It never went off a single goddamn time. I got so car sick. I got so unbelievably car sick.
Be mindful of not just its size, but its weapons, brothers.
I didn't catch shit. I was like about to puke from frustration and just like general nausea.
Fester and rot.
Talk about Pokemon Go? Dude, you think I went outside for Pokemon Go? You think FTG goes outside? You're crazy.
You are near the last cannons.
Let's not talk about falsehoods that can't possibly exist.
I see the console you speak of.
Pokemon Go, dude. It was like Pokemon Go to my chair and play a game. I'll play the emulator version on my desktop.
Fire on the gumbies.
Dude, when Pokemon even like come out? It was like 2015, dude. I was like 18, I think. I just graduated. It's like prime shut time. Why would I ever go outside? I was like, I think I'm pretty sure that was a summer break. Yeah, I was gonna waste my summer, my gaming summer, playing Pokemon fucking Go. I don't think so. What's he gonna play this summer? Blood and Wine on Witcher 3 or Pokemon Go?
Cannot shrug off our cannons. The Titan fires at us. Keep light between you and the Xenos weapon. We have landed a powerful blow.
Super things that should be bad. Also, the nice thing about the Bolt Sniper is you just delete the zone probe sniper attack.
It cannot shrug off our cannons. We have incoming.
I bought a single Hormigant. Oh no, I mean a single warrior. Maybe two actually, so I can blow these guys all up.
Rearming.
What games you play growing up? Paper Mario, and I'm built like him too.
Activate the generators and restore the cannons.
Next question.
Changing magazine.
FTG PvP grind when anybody on Earth gives a shit about PvP. Probably. Fuck am I even gonna grind in PvP? Wait, Witcher 3 is my answer for the best game of all time? Dude, I would have bet my life that Witcher 3 was gonna be good. So, by the time when The Witcher 3 was coming out, I already had, like, hundreds of hours playing The Witcher 2. I already played Witcher 1, and I was like, CD Projekt Red. That was an up-and-comer. Nobody, Angry Joe saw it too, actually. Angry Joe he was on the train. He had the foresight, okay?
to end this battle. Re-energize the las cannons. The Titan fires at us. Only 20 Xenos carapaces remain.
Oh my god. Can't. Wait, there's one guy.
Active camouflage charged.
Fourth time's charm.
Slaughtered. We must use the generators and recharge the cannons.
Hey, if you love your videos, out of curiosity, what's your favorite 40k chapter slash Legion? So Legions, Night Lords. Chapters, Blood Angels.
Emilio line cloak ready.
Primarch, Sanguinius. Why does he like the Blood Angels?
That
Guess what?
Zoanthrope is
Primarch,
no more.
Sanguinius. Fine.
Zoanthrope, coordinate fire. We have incoming.
That actually shifting like a little
Stealth re-energize the
guy.
las cannons. Generator ready.
I call it
Take the shot.
clever exit. What's your favorite demon in 40k? Favorite demon? Yeah, Demon Primarch feels like I'm cheating. But like in terms of like pure demons, the Lords of Change are pretty cool. Definitely not Nurgle anything, okay? I like Plague Fathers. Crazy to look like one.
The Titan fires at us. Stay back from the tyranny.
The Lords of Change, Bloodthirsters, probably my two favorite. In terms of like named demons, Be'lakor is pretty cool, even though he's like an absolute jobber.
Take the shot on
That's
the
what kind of
damn
makes him
towers
fun.
and unleash divine retribution. Let us make sure the Tyranids choke on their meal.
Think the burst pistol is better than damage bolt pistol? Now, yes, I do. Actually, very strong. That was fun. See, even if you miss all your shots like me, it works. Easiest off to solo absolute decap. Alright, one moment. One moment, boys. Right bank. FT's full return. Even though brand new day made $1 billion of one fucking Spider-Man movie for an Avengers Endgame. Why do we even have a team? Spider Man. Spider Man. you're unaware, the Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day, that shit made more than Avengers Endgame on opening weekend. So Sony's probably just like, oh my god, why did we even... They have Avengers, we have one guy. Spider-Man Brand New Day, starring your favorite Instagram stars, Zendaya and Tom Holland. I guess he's also Spider-Man. SCG ranting about Spider-Man away from his mic? Yeah, dude. I ain't never seen a Tobey Maguire movie make $1 billion, just saying. Even adjusted for inflation. This is what happens when you have your top movie stars also just be like Instagram models, I guess. What are we doing next? Well, let's go for this. That's pretty fun. I like this one. I am a fan. I believe in the heavy bolter, dude. The best gun on heavy right now. Heavy plasma is pretty close, though. Hard to hate on either of these. This one. This one hits different. I really hope the Deathwatch Power Fist gets a second look at. There are a couple weapons in Space Marine 2 doomed to mediocrity. That may be one of them. That may be one of them. Man, I'm really enjoying Sniper at the moment. Just feels unfair to my teammates. They take aggro 90% of the time. That's just their duty, dude. Your job to make sure that you don't ever have to do anything.
The swamp will not impede our
And if they
mission.
all die, you'll just keep doing what you're doing, which is winning. When you're playing Sniper, your team are all fucking idiots. You don't care about them at all. You are winning games, you are carrying games. If they all die and cry in the alt chat, you don't care because you're winning. If your teammates are alive on Sniper, you are winning. If your teammates are dead on Sniper, you are winning.
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
Champion mindset. That's one of my favorite quotes from the League of Legends streamer Nice, where he was like, "Your team are all retards. They are all dumb. There is no point of listening to them. You are carrying games. You are winning games. You are Trinomir." That was 10 years ago. That was a great one. The direct quote from him.
No target for calling up fresh reserves.
I think he quit. Nice was a cultural icon.
Heresy quotient reduced.
Now, we don't condone Abel's language in the chat, you
Limiting
can, however.
exposure.
The direct quote.
Limiting cost before it summons reinforcements. Conflict resolved target silenced. Execute the spawn. Obtaining out.
That was, I'm not even kidding, when you're playing Sniper and you have like a Bull Carbine build, it genuinely does not matter if your entire team eats shit. Teamwork is no longer necessary. You're just gonna win. Wow, Nice, what a mention. Shout out Nice. The depths of FCG knowledge, if they shock you.
Cut off its full parade. Now.
People have asked me many times who's my favorite YouTuber.
Enox bioform detected. Iron Halo online. Kill confirmed. Major Tyranid threat.
So your job as sniper is to like aura farm, kill everything for your team, never die, and like gloat on them with Rift. Or the Prime seen it.
Frag grenade deployed.
Feel the get caught in that toxic. Like, can these guys feel the toxicity of Siege in these waters? I sure do.
Watch the water. It is hostile. Move to dry ground. Do not engage. Move. The target is secured.
What's that you say? I take damage when I'm playing sniper? I say no. Yeah, I don't really believe in taking damage when I play sniper. Like, I don't think that's like a mechanic in the game for me. Alright, you dumb bitch. Oh, nice try. You almost got me, sly dog. Dazzle gave his turn one.
Specialized bioform neutralized.
I'm about to eject this guy out of reality, and by that I'm gonna rip his head off.
Revenant Hunt Tyranid obliterated. Move to dry ground.
Alright.
GC degrading.
It's got my first heroic Argent Edge. Ah, I see you just found the Holy Grail. That's a great first pick.
The ground is solid. We advance. Iron Halo.
Guy just like picks out a heroic weapon and just says, "This weapon killed Loris," and he's like, "Oh, I guess that sounds pretty good." What's the fine print on it? It says, "Stop the heresy."
Cultist pacified. Heresy contained. Eliminate all thousands of
Legend has it, if you combine the Argent Edge with the heroic heavy bolt rifle, it can bring Sanguinius back to life.
Iron Halo tactics. Hellspawn subdued. Packing up equipment. Placing melter bomb. Enhanced tactic ready.
Underworthy. Or you can get a boss spawn. So you can run, this can be a bit of an ammo drought area. So if you get a boss spawn in this section, that's the problematic portion of this map, but otherwise you're fine.
New path ahead. Reinforced construction. Standard Mechanicus design.
This power can serve charge melee attack? Yes. Yes, it is. The purple drift is sick. This is a Dark Kraken build I made. I took some creative liberties. Slapped on a little bit of orange.
Xenos swarm. Preserve ammunition.
Whenever I post my drift, someone's always just like, "Why is this color that way? Are you so stupid? You don't understand?" I'm like, "Well, it's because I felt like it." Hail brother FTG, how goes this dead game? It's so incredibly fundamentally dead that like I don't even know. I honestly words can't describe how dead this game is. And then next year is just a funeral, really. I'm sure when next year comes out and the game says it made exactly $1 million again, nobody will say the game's dead this time, for sure. That's the actual number, by the way. It'll say on the earnings report $1 million. It'll say, no, I'm sorry, it'll be better. The earnings report will say exactly, it said a year 4 amount of content, amount of money has been made. A green light amount. And you'll still have people say the game is dead. It's so dead, it's undead. Yeah, honestly, W Conjuration, W Necromancy from Saber. They keep bringing this dead game back to life. Like it's like that movie Pet Cemetery turned out alright. They killed PvE with this update, yeah, dude. It's just dead, dude. I like how Saber's plan to get everyone to play PvP is just it's just force them to. Like, oh, we're gonna add 2 maps and then just. We know you like that other game though, but like, what if you were forced to play this one? Lost 1% HP. Might as well quit. Dude, I was forced to play that dead PvE mode. That dead PvP.
Where lie the defenders?
Everyone knows PvP has just been carrying the Space Marine T scene.
Viridian, I have received your Auspex readings. Your new orders are to advance to the Archmagos.
Astartes Panda is the best PvPer. Even though there's another guy that also says he's the best PvPer, but I'm pretty sure that guy's lying.
Traitors cannot recover even a fragment. Deny the Thousand Sons everything.
Orders received.
He's a LARPing. Yeah, that guy's a LARPer. He just cosplayed Astartes Panda.
You cannot comprehend. The truth will shatter your obedience to lies. The way see you die in ignorance. When night is hers, raging against the stars. Anything.
I'm the best and last and the strongest hairline. I don't doubt it, dude. I'm sure that guy's bald. By the way, he wears a helmet. Have you done the PvP ordeals? Dude, I'll get the PvP ordeals over the course of every weekly for accolades. So probably by the time Space Marine 3 comes out, we'll have them complete.
We leave nothing behind.
Tactic ready.
not carried him yet. No, I don't even think you can get carried with the PvP ordeal, but you actually have to kill people, so... Tragedy, really. All we ever do. Do you think they're gonna add a heroic fire cannon? They're gonna add a heroic for every weapon in this game eventually. 2 actually. 2 per. They're just gonna take their sweet ass time. Well, not really. Actually, they release heroic weapons pretty quickly, all things considered. Watch this game and still get updates when Space Marine 3 comes out. I would not be at all surprised. Or maybe Space Marine 3 will be shit, and then like they'll all go back to this game and be like, listen, we know you hated Space Marine 3, but what about the 50th class for Space Marine 2? And at the consolation prize, you'll get a new shoulder piece, and they'll be like, I guess we'll forgive you, Saber. What kind of shoulder piece? They asked. Bated breath. What do they do with a heroic blast fusel? I'm not sure what they do. Probably... I mean, there's some pretty boring options. They make it light people on fire. That seems like a really easy thing to slap onto that weapon. But how about something cooler? How about make it a beam rifle from Halo? The Emperor Jackal soon when we use it. Try our new. We are adding in a Primarch. Gilliman is coming to Space Marine 2. As consolation to Space Marine 3 being awful, we decided to add in all the Primarchs and the Horus Heresy did. If Space Marine 3 gets Payday 3, yeah, that's gonna be a real tragedy.
Refilling magazines.
Energy spike inside Nozick's laboratory. Reach the lab and eliminate the heretics. Do not allow their ritual to reach completion.
Orders received.
My artillery piece is loaded. Dumb bitch.
Incorporeal noise. Taunts will not
Try
change
putting your
the
shields
outcome
below
of this
you.
battle.
Hey guys, I can't wait to hear Hey Guys' first regards. We're here to talk about our 67th class of Space Marine 2 for PvP in Year 10. Year 10 of Space Marine 2 is gonna get crazy. Like, by the time Space Marine 3 comes out, I will probably have like damn near 8,000, 9,000 hours on this game. I will be thinking about this game in my nursing home. Thoughts on having no PvP in Space Marine 3? Sorry, I don't know if we can do that. Oh, Shotlander, I saw your video on the heavy class. That's just funny. And the Bulwark one was also funny. And I assume all the other ones that are coming will also be funny. I mean, anything with a SpongeBob connoisseur, how could it not be? But we can't answer that question present company because we have the greatest PvP player in chat right now. So PvP must be in Space Marine 3. Wink wink. Nudge nudge. Just think about the crash out from all 5 PvP players. They don't put it in the game. We can't have that.
Execute the swarm.
Nullify combat. Avoid rallies more enemies.
Experiencing more corruption symptoms.
I enjoyed the video mentor, that was funny. So I hear that guy's a bit of a chud. I don't know if I want FTG as your mentor. Grab this. Monkey's Paw, no PvP over Streets of Lock on movie hard stratagems. They're not gonna, so I think like whatever grind mechanics are gonna be in Space Marine 2, like weeklies and all of that, they're gonna wait to drop them. The game's gonna launch with like all the content being able to like be farmed immediately, and then like once all the dedicated players are gaslit and insane, then they'll drop the real shit. What the hell? Beyond Fiend. How that is. Your power is noted.
Biovore life science. Iron Haven ready. Spiritual integrity compromised. Deploy heretic countermeasures.
Oh, fucking bird people, get out of here. Imagine like your entire life and like your dedication to chaos just results in you being a bird. I want hollow bones, dude. There are easier ways, you know. I think Zangor's got hollow bones. That one definitely did. He does now. So like I'm pretty sure that these chaos spawns, these are just Zangors that got spawned because they look just like them. I mean, at the end of the day, all Beastman really is just like a fucked up chaos mutant anyways. I'm like, that's just part 2 of that. Like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when Donatello turned into like a bigger turtle mutant. And they were all like, holy fuck, I can't believe this genetic abomination of a turtle became a bigger genetic abomination of a turtle. How'd this happen?
The island will transport us.
Ow. I'm trying to AFK, you little fucks. You sneaky fucks. Can a guy read a chat? Aren't you looking forward to the last few slow? That's nice. What I gotta do to go AFK around here? This is a boss spot. Might even give me a sorcerer, you never know. I had an invisible halberd here once. Those snipers actually get me killed when we get to that HP. That was close.
Thousand suns tap Tactical Dreadnought Iron Halo online. Engaging elite countermeasures. Prepping Motherboard. Initiate Hellboy containment protocols.
Holy spaghetti, dude. Son of a fucking bitch. I'm just gonna get in here. I've been a big fan of, you know. I could probably nuke this guy down. This guy though. Oh, 2 minigun guys and Zangors. That actually sucks. Zangors are so fucking annoying because they'll stagger you with their little spears. Well, this is the risky business. A bit ambitious of me to like try to go for the help route here.
Engaging elite countermeasures. Zangor eliminated.
Riveting stuff.
Iron Halo online. We are committed to this course.
So when you're this low HP, the next box you open up, you're actually pretty tanky on this build because we have Fortitude and Conviction. That's nice, we like that.
Guardsmen sustained a breach.
Any new updates coming to the game? Console version getting stale. Game is like it's the exact same game on PC as console, bro. You just have like an FMV slider on this one. We have the same updates, bro.
A blight to be purged.
What is the mutant?
A cancer to be excised.
What is the heretic?
A shame to be expunged.
Eliminated.
Guardsman freed.
Find a box here.
Another ward falls.
Box right there, look at that. Oh, of course it's hidden behind blue. Champions of the blue.
Enhanced tactic ready.
Get that blue one. Right, we're just chilling now.
Intercepting projectiles.
Cadians, you are liberated. Do your duty.
All wards.
Sword of Sims for so much value for like a single
Capture the altar and seal the breach.
item. Hey, did you guys know? So you have 3 setups for the Heavy Bolter. You don't play around with Plasma or Malta. I just think the Multi-Melta and the Heroic Plasma, they have like 2 good setups. Every Heavy Bolter is actually pretty good right now. But Heroic Plasma, half the perks on the Plasma don't even like function on the weapon, and if you're not taking the Heroic one, oh, it's probably a mistake. Why do I do this? There's no one to recover my HP on. Pissers, no. Okay. Yeah, restorative sins actually last forever.
Of a rotting empire, come to bark as you never did. Let us see which fails first. Your ammunition or your brittle minds. Behold the host of the changer of ways. We do not tire.
Tactical is too squishy, not as squishy as Attack Marine. Attack Marine's squishier technically, but his is conditional squishiness. Like when the HP is broken, you know, when they break through. So you have bulletproof glass as your armor on that class, right? With all your ranging introduction, and when they finally get through that, your squishy insides are that of like Robot from Invincible, or just like this little thing in a box. But before that, you're doing great. Tactical, on the other hand, he actually has HP. Like his survivability force comes from proper HP increase.
Finish it.
Also, once you activate that eye, you can't lose.
Viridian, Auspex confirms the rift is collapsing. Heretic warp signatures are dissipating across the battlefield. Exemplary work. Return to the Resilient. Have the Cadians follow. Their exposure.
Hey. I think that Saber could run a demonization like the secret level. I mean, they could. Really could. What's up, Jeff? We are currently... What have I been doing? What am I doing? I don't know. What is there really to do in Space Marine until next patch? Plenty is the answer. There's plenty to do. We got a new weekly tomorrow. You guys like those? You guys like weekly missions? You guys like free accolades? I think you do. We go for a bit of a different. I don't even know what chapter you guys feel like would use Gunstrike builds the most, like a Wings of Flame build. Which one? Who would use a Wings of Flame build? Blood Angels? Probably. I just answered my own question in my brain and said it out loud, but... Guess we could Lamenter Max. Who doesn't do a little bit of Lamenter maxing every now and then? Give me that. That taxi cab. You know, DK loves this shit. Where are they? Where are they? sneak peek. I forget, do these guys double up on yellow? I think they go for a black armor. Yeah, they do. They do double up on yellow. Okay, so they're just that lame. Got it. I was just checking. But they double down on being yellow. Not the choice, really. White Scars hit and run. And that's true. I guess we could be a White Scars. I'm too fucking poor. I can't afford this shit. Also, is it just me, or is like... Hold on. This little part right here, this texture looks fucked up. We are poor. How do we solve our poverty? I know. Get in here, guys. Get in here, guys. We're gonna play the weeklies. We're gonna do the weeklies on this. I guess we do the dailies, but I ain't doing that. But I am of the I would enjoy what a crumb of bag of accolades, so get in here. PvP weeklies, already did those. I only haven't done the siege mode. It takes forever. The PvP weeklies, they take like 2 games. The siege mode is like, welcome to the next hour of your life. And you're like, oh, okay. I guess we're doing this now. Got. Somebody's got to change, guys. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care. You guys can pick whoever you want. This Iron Warrior guy. They always sit there menacingly at each other. This ain't my fight. I'm the heavy guy. I'm just wearing my stupid little Dark Kraken outfit. You want to fight about who gets tagged? By all means, don't waste my time.
Gratitude. For the Emperor!
Okay. We're once again game. An awfully long period of time we're waiting here, huh? Complimentary enjoyer. Also love your vids. First time being right. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you, brother.
The shroud of foul witchcraft lies heavy over this battlefield. Return to me. Let the enemy find no tends to your resolve, as you would your weapons. Servants of the warp threaten the fortifications. Defend them.
Hey, how's it going? I just started streaming. Was wondering if you had any tips for a brand new streamer. It's not going well for me. I'm gonna use webcam until I get some more followers as well.
Mechanica support en route.
I mean, I would never stream with the intention of being like a streamer. I think that's the first mistake.
Hans tactic ready.
Foes are marching on the fortress.
I wouldn't call myself I wouldn't even call myself a professional streamer, so it was just something I do occasionally.
Focus on that monstrosity.
1,000 suns combating observed. Apply anti-sorcerer battle tactics.
First off, have more than one monitor? Hold on. I started streaming with a one monitor and alt tab the entire time. I mean, realistically, you don't need anything to start streaming. Like, people always do this. They'll go, like, I had to buy every single thing for my setup, but, like, they're the chuds. They're the guys that put on, like, $5,000 in expenses before they even start streaming, dude. We call that cart before horsing. I've also never seen one of those guys actually do well, because, I mean... pretty telling of your fucking brain if that's how you work out an idea. What do you call it? Be sure to spend, you gotta buy spend your whole budget on LED lights, dude. You have to stream in 4K. If you don't stream in 4K, nobody will listen to you. On personality, you don't need that at all. That's lame, dude. That's just for chuds. You don't like that. What you need is, you need all the LED lights.
For direct engagement.
Ready to engage.
Being entertaining is overrated. It's all about flashing things in their face instead.
Perimeter defense system energy levels are falling. Replenish the generator's power cells. And it shall have power cells, Captain.
I have a stream deck. I do not stream. I don't have a stream deck, dude. I don't give a fuck. No way I'm catching FTG on Siege. Oh, but there is a way. They're gonna catch me a lot more on Siege when the Chaos one comes out. I might get a stream deck someday for 20 gifts. I have some pretty funny ones. So I just go manually into my OBS and activate them.
My mechanisms sustain damage. I live on in the work. Perimeter defenses have stabilized. Good work.
I said sorry, he's dead at level 2, guys. I apologize, I forgive you. As you become first to a heretic. I'm curious how good the siege mode will be for that one. Probably a little underwhelming. Like most, like every other mode except operations, it's been pretty underwhelming. But maybe you can get accolades again. But I'm also pretty sure they're gonna add a new operation as well, so there'll be more than just the Chaos Siege. That'll probably just be an addition.
There will be more foes
Wave
to
2
fight
death,
soon.
dude.
For now,
That didn't happen.
Maintaining battlefield
Oh, we didn't even buy our
surveillance.
tech priest, dude. What are we doing?
Tech priest incoming. The Messiah guides my passage.
Iron Halo online.
Enemy forces incoming. We will remove these lowly wretches from the fortress.
FT, what's your favorite crisp flavor? I don't eat potato chips.
Mechanicus adept in the field. Extraction code.
FT, what's your favorite seasoning you need to add to your daily beans and rice? Actually, Jeff, we upgraded the Kirkland egg white pasteurized cartons. I chug like milk. I plug my nose, I just drink them. I can't be bothered to eat.
The enemy demonstrates.
I will say though, the protein farts from that shit has caused my room to turn to like a biblical plague. An Egyptian, one of the Egyptian plagues, you know? The ones I'm talking about? They're pretty bad.
Point of failure.
Turns out getting slimed out by Kirkland will do that too. We keep going back.
Execute Iron Halo tactics. Son of man.
The other favorite protein shake guy or chicken breast guy nowadays, dude, I fucking hate eating food.
Resupply before more.
I would rather everything be blended up in a jar and like ingested in like 2 seconds than have to waste my time. Bro's got a Nurgle garden in this room. A tragedy, really. Nurgle's garden of old plague.
Reside only leads the extractors require binaric benedictions.
That KNG here, KNG actually competes, dude. KNG, dispense upon us your knowledge of bodybuilding.
The enemy has penetrated the underground subsystem of the fortress.
You must eat like a fucking animal, so I imagine.
I shall see them buried beneath the fortress.
The nastiest shit you've ingested.
Magazine depleted.
The underbelly of the fortress must be sealed off.
Subdue.
Emergency door closure in process.
See, I'm friends with KNG, so I can remain Paper Mario and just summon him in like Wario to body my opponents for me. While I cower / aura farm in the back. On prep, my caliber's so low I'd eat 600 grams of egg whites just to feel full. Oh. Yeah, the last 3 weeks of that shit are always horrific. You know that. I knew a few guys that competed every time. It's like the last month.
Lockdown again.
That's when shit gets fucking nuts. I mean, cinnamon in your egg whites for the taste, dude. Oh, that's peak. I just call that peak living, personally.
The enemies beneath us must not be allowed to breach the fortress.
Tunnel secure.
There, we got that. This should be I mean, wave 15 is always easy, it's
Use this
just
time to
takes
rearm before they
forever.
return.
Analyzing optimal battlefield resupply.
Hostile targets inbound. We will be victorious, Captain.
heinous level combination. I know, chat. Yo, it's time story time. Guys, what's the most heinous food combo you have?
A satisfactory yield.
I knew a guy that would eat carrots with mustard. Mayonnaise pizza. What the fuck?
Augurs detect a serious threat incoming. Focus and bring it down.
Adapting tactics for priority targets. Preparing suppression tactics. Enhanced tactic ready.
Lutefisk and horseradish. I only know one of those things. What the hell is lutefisk?
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
Oh, it's a sorcerer.
We must eliminate high priority enemies.
Dude, what? Well, it's wave 5, guys.
Defensive capacity
The priority
insufficient.
targets from the combat zone. Iron Halo ready.
You're on the first 5 waves, people. It's not a carry session. In fact, it's the opposite. You're supposed to carry me, dude. I'm greedy. I want my Doritos.
Messiah, receive this servant.
Maximize efficiency by attacking the strongest foes.
Oh, that's actually dangerous, that guy.
Brother, killed in action.
That's a mean motherfucker. Dude, this guy's so fucking with this shit.
Optimal battlefield strategy. Eliminate priority targets.
I think you felt the shit I did to you earlier.
Corrupting power armor rendered inert. Heresy quotient reduced. Iron Halo online. Focus on high priority targets.
I'm not friends with this guy in ages. The shot there is only like ever so slightly delayed. It's actually not that bad, but it's just not.
Obtaining armor.
Let's do this.
Fragmentation device in play. Optimal battlefield strategy. Eliminate priority targets.
That's a mean delay, dude. I can picture her crying about that.
High priority targets remain active.
Oh, I guess we'll just grab
Equip
this.
additional stimulus. Refilling magazine.
That boss fucking sucks in siege mode.
Priority threat eliminated. Stand firm against the remaining scum.
yeah, there's a new pros thing.
Enhanced tactic ready.
New orders. Protect the fortress's arsenal. We will defend this location as long as needed.
Alright, finally it's over. Holy shit, isn't siege mode so riveting? Such a fun little mode. I think they actually made it worse, guys. That's honestly my hot take. I think they straight up made this shit worse. Old siege mode was better.
Corruption preys on doubt, on weakness. It must find neither in you. Fire with conviction, or not at all. Half measures are their own heresy.
Shit, Larabin cells, I guess.
Burden of
We can swap out this one. This one sucks.
to those who
There
can
it is, no function.
heretics witchcraft is inconstant. Attacking the arsenal. Yet our devotion is eternal. As the Emperor wills, this arsenal will not be desecrated by the chittering Xenos vermin.
Alright, I guess we're
Tech priest incoming.
gonna buy some tech grease.
Messiah guides my passage. Mechanicus adept in the field. Beginning field administrations. We have detected enemy reinforcements.
Worst debuff that vision thing. Definitely most obnoxious. No way, I love the new Siege. Jeff, you didn't even play this fucking game. What do you mean you love the new Siege? How much time have you possibly put into the new Siege mode? You probably have like 20 hours total on Siege. I don't want to hear it, bro. Opinion projected. New Siege is ass, dude. Probably like 20 hours total. That's what I fucking thought. Stop playing Dark Side Shadow. I love the new Siege mode, he says. Fuck. When was the last time you played it, Joe? I think the Siege mode's fun for like normal Siege, but like the Siege pushes are not fun anymore. It's not even fun to watch. Just the same shit. It's just AoE spam.
My biocomponents require immediate repair.
Intercepting projectiles. Elite level Xenos.
Bit last night was parallel with my brother. Oh, that's fair.
The enemy demonstrates poor timing. Too much work remained. Tech priest incoming. The extractors require
All-time ultra fire rate variant goes hard? Yeah, it does. And then it runs out of ammo, and it goes nowhere. But before that happens, you're on, like... You just take discipline with that thing. It does go hard.
Obtaining armor. Enhanced tactic ready.
I should have taken pack, but I want the skins for my heavy. That's the thing. So every 5 waves you completed this on a class, you get a skin for that class type.
Increases victory rate.
Alright. What variant chain vulture is that? FTG? The best one, heroic. Always the heroic. Heroic's by far the best. That's just the best weapon on heavy. Either that or the heavy plasma, but the heroic heavy plasma, but even then. The fencing window on this can just allow you to do things in this class you cannot do otherwise.
That'll up the odds.
The fortress's machine spirit is dormant. Reawaken it. The disruption will be brief. My ministrations are rule. I live on in the work.
Specialized biofuel neutralized. Going for attack. Engage might shields. Throwing grenade.
The fortress's systems are reactivated.
Subterranean combatants.
The enemy is still disrupting sustained
Guess
damage.
we could do this. Really matters.
Iron Halo, one line.
Why are we so poor? Where are our points? It's not buying attack
Mechanicus
first.
adept in the field. Field position established.
Dude, these fucking sword warrior arms can like actually suck me. Let's go with this
Engaging elite countermeasures.
thing.
Machine spirit reawakened. Fortress systems back online.
Normal hard siege is hard siege.
Xenos countermeasures successful.
This is only a pause. Reload before the battle resumes.
Remaining
I guess we're
alert.
just buying all the tech breeze here.
Mechanicus support en route. The extractors require binaric benedictions. The enemy appears, brothers. Stand ready. We will defend this fortress with our lives.
Iron Halo ready. Conversion. Operation.
Thank you for the prime, Deadweight. Unpopular stream much, but I love your content. Shout out to Steven, the Stars Panda. I played him yesterday, really good. I was also trying to melt the bomb into his sniper. He is the greatest PvP player in this game. And anybody else who says that they're better is a LARPer. That's how it goes. there any patch yet? The activations are fucked for me? No, no new patch till September.
Terminated Victor class combatants. Observe ground.
On the sire, receive this servant.
Elite level Xenos. Pacified.
Matrix, pay for the Prime. When's past 20 come out? Actually, this might be an answerable question. That's probably gonna be year. That's probably gonna be the first one of year 4, so probably September next year. So we're getting 5 patches this year, they said. So that would end us at 19, if we include patch 15. But yeah, I can actually answer that one. September next year.
Order on the way. When they strike again,
I'm pretty sure we're getting the anniversary patch every time. You're like a glazed donut? Default pick at every Dunkin' Donuts, you mean? I guess that's okay.
One line.
Icky and like kind of annoying to have in your car
enemy
seat.
targets.
We shall eliminate them.
That's about right.
External las cannons are powered down. Engage the system to recharge them.
Bringing last cannons online is mission critical.
With the nerfs to Mechanicus, you know which stage is no longer worth buying them? Probably like in the later 20s and 30s. Probably still always buying them for like less than the cost, but it's also, it becomes not worth buying them at a level or at a point in time that 99% of the players will never reach anyway, so I would say it. They just made it so you don't get, you know, $1 trillion before you're even at wave 15, I guess.
Las cannons shall soon return to operation.
Good morning, what's up, Tundra Crusher?
Brothers, I'm in position to awaken the las cannons. Defensive capacity insufficient. The Omniscient provides. Power flows back to the las cannons. The las cannons are back online.
Kill confirmed. Major
Please
Tyranny.
die as fast as possible. Make the chain stop, Jarvis. I really want to make the Chaos Siege more interesting than this. What would you that like Loyalist Wave, so you never know.
Tyranid bio.
What would you prefer, Heavy Voltus or Plasma's for Tactical? Depends. Plasma's overall better on him though, I think. Retribution's Request is pretty good. But the Plasma's very strong. Plasma
Refresh
boost.
your gear before battle resumes.
Do you not feel good,
We
Mr.
must utilize
Sprout?
this pause in the fighting to rearm.
It's just, you know, dude. We're trying to get the accolades for this mode, it's just a slog. You gotta do it all over again on normal, which is also a slog.
Deploy war gear. The enemy is here. We shall remind them of our supremacy.
Iron Halo ready. Execute Iron Halo tactics. Motherboard prepared. Spore mines inbound. Firewall confirmed. Iron Halo ready. Our counterattack was successful. Zone removed from combat. Specialized bio neutralized. Friendly firewall issued.
Throw an A tier list with Melter, everything, yeah, Melter is just the
Scanners
best.
detect enemy reinforcements. Prepare for a challenging fight. We shall rise to meet any challenge.
Doing normal right after, yeah, self-abuse, man. Let's see if I did normal
I
or
am
not.
detained.
Okay. My options there, I should have thought back.
Anti-grapple tactic successful. Iron Halo online. Iron Halo protocol in progress. Maximize efficiency by attacking the strongest foes. Iron Halo online. Static bombardment detected. Hunters destroyed. Focus on high priority targets. High priority target eliminated. Tracking next target. Purge the priority targets from the combat zone.
Bang. Okay. You're cool.
Destroy spore mines. Iron Halo ready. Destroy. Secure intel optimal battlefield strategy. Eliminate priority targets. Status administered. Kill confirmed. Major Tyranid threat.
Controlling the battle means removing priority enemies. Augurs no longer detect any high-profile targets.
Specialized bioform neutralized.
Wish the game was harder, it just feels easy. Well, turn on all the modifiers or negative custom strats, and tell me it's easy. That'll probably fix the problem.
Enhanced tactic ready.
If you want to use the Deathwatch Power Fist, Blork or Assault be the better one for it. I'm Assault, that's a shit weapon.
Understood.
I mean, Assault's the best for it, but you're always better off taking different fists. Did Sigismund join their other chat? Whenever somebody says, I wish the game was harder, dude, I'm like, post your gameplay. Just post your gameplay and we'll see. We'll see how easy the game actually is for you. And then go turn on all the modifiers. Like, the game is a custom strat mode. I damn well know that people want the game to be harder are not playing on hard strats, because there are definitely ways to make this game, like, crack difficult. But those players usually playing mods or something. Where's the game? Like, corrupted relic.
Arch enemy tests our devotion this day. I have blessed your armaments, brother. A fortified spirit transcends the limits of wrath, fills your arsenal.
You guys swap this first.
Wipe out those traitors.
Employing defense tactics.
You have relic. Well, anybody can swap it.
Each
Split up.
affliction tests you anew.
You guys should fucking buy this shit and swap this out. Okay. You guys know how the siege mode works? Well, how the siege mode is difficult enough for me above weight 15. I mean, so these two should be putting their, probably just buy a Dreadnought, I mean, in case we want to have that for the finale.
Brothers, your targets have arrived.
Well, they're pretty annoying too as well. Yes, it is.
High-ranking chaos target eliminated. Hellspawn. Destruction required. Execute Iron Halo tactics.
Ah, my frames. I need those anyways. Nothing but interruptions by this guy.
Corrupted. Eliminated. Eliminate the spearman.
I am so sorry about my performance. It's okay. You can apologize if we lose. Until then, we will have flame.
Our brother requires our aid. Placing melter bomb. Aberrant mutant destroyed.
Alright, I get a siege from now on, though. This is not for people to be carried. This is for my biblical greed of accolades. Okay.
Weaponized sorcery.
This is all about.
Confirmed. Heretical sorcery.
I like how I got rid of my guardian relic too, because I got the corrupted relic on me. That's super cool.
Son of Magnus. Terminated. Dreadnought
And
now
then-
available.
I can almost buy a relic.
Tactic ready.
We'll just save it. Last one.
Restock and reload. The enemy will return soon enough. A moment to rearm is all we need.
for targets.
Oh boy. Enemy reinforcement is my favorite, dude.
Confirmed. New kill.
3 servo skulls await retrieval. Locate each, deliver it, then move to the next. The first servo skull awakens. Let it lead the procession.
Celtic Iron Halo online.
Which heavy vulture is that? The only god tier one.
Death averted.
Probably the best one.
Death process halted.
Now I think we got a lot. Probably split up here. We gotta get away from this guy. Awesome, awesome.
Intercepting projectile.
We have Laramon cells, so should in theory be easy, but someone's still dying somehow.
High-ranking chaos target eliminated.
I don't intend to do this again, so I mean, not to be toxic, but I did not say it's for the carry session. Somebody wants to leave for a bot if you are perhaps trash. I wouldn't say no. Ain't fucking charity here. What do you call it? What do you mean there are 325 Space Marine chapters? Yeah, there are.
Casualty confirmed. Melter bomb position. Heresy quotient reduced. Corrupted power arm rendered inert. Iron Halo ready. Melter bomb prepared. Cultist pacified. Heresy contained.
Okay. God, the frames on this are horrific. Absolutely dumb frames. I'm sure you guys can see the frame rate tragedy that's going on right now. It ain't great. There were the final ones. We have to stay split up. Fine.
Stay
The
sharp.
sludge frames. It's the peak game mode, man.
When more come, we will be ready.
Actually, you can probably safely call in Voltus on wave 14 squad's not clearing very fast. I don't really know how. We have like an Auspex and nade launcher and heavy, but it does feel like it's taking forever.
Augers detect enemy targets.
Targeting enemies. Summon Magnus. Terminate control spotted. Control explosive. Ready. Execute the spawn. Combat sorcerer in our sector.
Dude, we're like a fucking slideshow of 20 frames.
Iron Halo online.
Thanks, yeah, do this.
Advancing on incapacity recovery. Enemy eliminated. Execute Iron Halo tactics.
An actual slideshow mode. I refuse to believe that people actually like Siege mode anymore. I don't. I see people say they do all the time. Nothing actually supports that in terms of metrics that I can see on like anywhere on the internet that people still play this fucking mode. Okay, brothers.
High-ranking chaos.
Okay.
Eliminated.
I'm gonna do it for the currency. That's all I do it for now. It was better before, like straight up. I think only tourists like this mode now. Might be fun for like the first like 5 times you do it. Really fun. Everyone's locked in what they're doing. I think it's fun then because then it just turns into grenade launcher spam.
Conflict resolved. Spawn exterminated.
I can't even go up to him and he won't go get split up. Let's see every week until I don't need accolades anymore. Yeah, you're a fucking tourist, Jeff. Let's grab this. Alright, dude. I'm about to start asking people to leave because I'm actually really fine with some favorite team. But I am interested in doing this again, and I usually, if I invite you to join these, I expect you to at least be able to get to wave 15. If you can't do that, don't join, please. Thank you. And a community event, alright? This is my biblical greed for accolades, and that nothing will stop this train.
Enhanced tactic ready. Intercepting projectiles. Iron Halo online.
Resupply before more enemies arrive.
Monitoring for enemy movement.
Yeah, it basically becomes launch month for 8 launcher spam. Nostalgic, really. Yes, the new siege mode is not good.
No enemy shall make it past us, brothers.
Not good at all.
Your objective is the cogitator. Gain access and begin the transmission. Brothers, nothing gets through while this cogitator transmits.
Or even they'll change about tactical. I'm just gonna give them some more melee perks, they said.
Iron Halo ready. Engaging elite countermeasures.
Tighten up around the cogitator.
Scarab Cold 7 pacified.
Oh, the dread now. Wait, 15.
Shield the transmission site.
He's not going fast enough for dread. was gonna say split up from the team here, but like I also planted his ass in like the worst, most inconvenient spot. Hold on. Let's go.
Enhanced tactic ready.
Siege process is fine, spawn point and grenade spam. Yeah, it's riveting. Oh, also the frame rate drops to oblivion. Call him now, he should last until 15. I think I'll call him what the fuck I want, chat.
Focus. Zankor spear. Placing melter bomb. Aberrant mutant. Remain close.
The tilting slog.
Iron Haven ready. Son of Magnus. Terminated.
Yeah.
Intercepting projectiles. Shield the transmission site.
I do all the time that issue, my apologies. I don't believe you, but okay.
Corrupted power armor rendered inert. Prepping melter bomb. Cultist pacified. Heresy contained. Purge successful.
Sizing up around the cogitator.
I actually can't see a fucking thing. I can't see a thing.
Enhanced tactics ready.
Our vigil is rewarded with glorious combat.
It actually takes
I ran for chaos time. Eliminate.
Xenos biomatter has compromised the cogitator. Destroy it and establish the
It's
uplink.
safe right now. It's okay.
When's this terminal alternative?
It's okay. I'm more tilted by my frames than anything else right now. This is actually tilting. Fucking frame rate in this is horrific.
Enemy eliminated. Refilling magazines.
There will be more foes to vanquish soon. For now, reload. We shall spend this time preparing our defenses.
Iron Haven.
Are your astronaut next? You're playing Siege? No, I actually have an AC on right now.
Hostile targets inbound. The Imperium stands strong.
Right, where's that something right now?
Voltus will tip the scale.
The boss fight will be ugly. Should be fine. Could be fine. Think they prioritize stability for this mode? No, they don't.
Thousand Suns deploy the terminal. Engaging elite countermeasures.
Oh, I'm gonna die because this guy's near me. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Split up is still active. Wonderful.
Hellspawn destroyed. Other support.
We have reports of a command presence on the battlefield. You may be in for a challenging fight. Whatever the threat.
Challenging fight. Maybe not. Well, yeah, for us, but not for this guy.
Defiant and strong. We shall resist our foes
Okay, and it's a vortex beast. Of course it is. Of course it is. I guess I'll just grab. I'll sit away from my teammates if I go over there. We still have the split up modifier, so. Okay. The worst possible thing. It spawned on me. Well, you are standing at the spawn. So. That can happen.
Focus on high priority targets. Iron Halo ready.
Where the fucking ball is, dude? Oh, also I take this over the sorcerer.
High priority targets remain active.
Oh, I saw frames for a split second there. That was cool. I know that happened, but okay. I saw my frames go up to 60 for a second. It was like a little gift.
Maximize efficiency by
I don't know
attacking the
what the
strongest
fuck
foes.
Baltus is doing right now, but it's not what I want him to. We have Laramid cells active, so I can just walk. Okay. Dude. Where are these laser beams? We're just going through walls. Oh, I hear him.
Iron Halo online.
I'm reading an article on Baltus go after these. He does. He just goes after it less than he should. You can see. All of the Iron Halo's active. We can just sit here and tank
Priority
this.
targets from the combat zone.
Excellent. The major
Now that's
threat has been
over,
wiped out.
finally.
Voltus has accomplished his mission. Reinforced Voltus's defensive fortifications.
Acknowledged and en route.
Super fun. Fucking vortex beast. Of course it was a vortex beast, just laser beaming me through fucking walls, dude. Super fun. As a former siege mode enjoyer, the update was pretty bad. All they really had to do was just keep the scale. The scaling was honestly better before. I don't know what the fuck it did to it. 25 feels like stupidly obnoxious now. Alright guys, sorry I was getting tilted there. Thank you for flying. God, those frames on that mode, dude. I could write art. I could write dissertations, so siege mode sucks, but it was definitely better before patch 13. The atonements were kind of cool. They should have made like a separate option. Nice PowerPoint. Thank you, bro. It's not being dishonest when I said I've done hard siege all the time without problems, dude. I don't know. Sometimes the matches just suck, dude. You never know. That's just how it goes. Holy fuck, dude. Every time I do wave 15, I'm just like, this is so fun, guys. I love this. Okay. Whatever. I'll take my free Doritos, dude.
All munitions must be cataloged after.
Alright. Thank you guys for playing. We shall check this. Do we have our accolade? Well, we need to do the normal one later. I guess I can do that now. I want to play fucking Siege mode again. I don't care if it's normal mode or not. I don't want to do it again. Could I play PvP for that biblical greed? I already have all the accolades from PvP. This shit takes like 2 seconds. PvP is not very hard. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Do I want to do that again? Do I want to do that again? Not really. Not really at all. Alright guys, I'll probably call it there for now. I will be back on later to tomorrow? Tomorrow maybe. We'll see. That's all for me for now, guys. Normal is painless. It is painless, but it just takes time. That's the big thing. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Take it easy. Bye-bye. I'll probably I might be back on later tonight. You never know, but we'll see.